Hey everybody, this is Coyoda
Adam.
and we're gonna be showing some gameplay of Fuga, Melodies of Steel. Something I happened to notice was at Anime Expo. I was already interested in it since I was following some news about it on Gamatsu and Silicon Era, in which was apparently by the creator of Tale Concerto and Solita Robo. I have not played the latter. Adam has. I've played Tale Concerto though, and so has he. And it was a surprise to see that, hey, they put this at Anime Expo, but the creators apparently just dropped it off there and left. And I had so many questions to ask because I do like I do like Tale Concerto, even though it's not like that great of a game, but I liked the world it has. I liked the
What are
art.
you talking about? It's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's amazing in different ways, but like it's unique in its
It's
own way.
amazing except for the one room that has horrible platforming.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that room is terrible. And then Solo to Robo, how was that? Just to give the audience some like idea.
I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it, but there was I had a lot of problems with it, but overall I did still have fun.
All right.
I enjoyed Tale Concerto more, although Tale Concerto is way shorter.
Yeah, that is for sure. And with this here, Solo to Robo, it's a completely different genre than both of those games. This time it's a turn-based RPG, as you've been seeing here, kind of in the way of Final Fantasy X, where you can mess with the opponent's turns as well as kind of control your own, because all your attacks have weight to them, meaning basically they all have a speed at which they come out, and it means what you'll be pushed back some turns, either more so or less so, and you could even delay the enemy's turns, and you plan around your character's strengths and weapons to take down the opponent essentially. So essentially how this works is the game works in phases. You have a battle phase. Right now we're actually going to be approaching a random event phase, and trust me, these things are random. I played this game 3 times, well, technically twice, and once through another person, and this was never the same for me. I had a relationship talking event once or something like that. No, it was a training event where everyone got to gain another level. This time I got a quarrel, which lowered someone's relationship and increased one's relationship, or morale, as it shows there actually. And then we go on to the intermission phase, where you can prepare, you can upgrade weapons, you can apparently do cooking or fishing. That is not available in the demo that they had here. And you could also talk to your friends to raise their relationship points, as well as also sometimes you might even trigger a little visual novel event between the characters to get some more background behind the characters, essentially. And I think this is really cool. The art for this game is just really good. I don't know how to put it. Like, this is one of those stylistic art games. This is where you can't judge it based on graphics. You need to judge it based on the freaking art. Like, because this is not something that
When you say that, you can't judge it on realism in terms of the graphics.
Because this is completely
it's a very art driven.
Exactly. This is completely art-based. Think of it like how you guys think about sprites. You don't think about sprites in terms of graphics. You think of it in terms of its artistic fidelity, which this game is going for. Because it's essentially art on top of these 3D objects, if I'm correct. It's mostly more so art than anything. Here I'm upgrading my heavy cannon because I was thinking, oh, well, I want to take down the opponents a little faster with this very powerful hitting attack. And while, like, yeah, I could have upgraded the machine gun, I'm using that more as my delay tool to mess with my enemy's turns so that I can take less damage or put my other characters in front when I use a slower technique. There's an element of strategy, obviously, to this game, similar to the way of Final Fantasy X. And I do hope this game goes a little further. You do get more weapons. I've seen that in the game. Here's a little event between the two characters. Basically, they're talking about the difference between where they come from, where the characters around him seem to be country bumpkins. This boy we're talking to, and he sees them as weird, but of course the other characters see him as weird because of their complete difference in perception and where they come from, their culture, etc. So it's really nice to see this, and I already like what I already like what I'm seeing here, and I want more of that if that's possible. Because I guess what, like, I would say Tel Concerto was really straightforward and simple and silly, but this game I think takes itself a lot more seriously. I like the more serious tone that it has, but like it's people conversing between battles, having fun moments, and I'm not sure like what else to say honestly, other than once we get to the next part, the next video where I'm recording someone else playing, they have just more equipment than I do, and they even have like a multi-hit attack and all this other stuff, which was really cool to see. So the game does seem like it will grow on itself. I just hope it's not just literally a phase by phase game. I'm hoping there's maybe a little more beyond that, maybe some town exploration or something, I mean, if it is just phase by phase, maybe there's something there to keep you more interested. I do know that, I think I remember reading about this somewhere, that as you get more people on your team, you'll eventually be able to explore more parts of this little tank fortress home that they're in, apparently, because you're going to be able to expand your options of what you're able to do.
And I just wanted to ask, what are you playing this on?
I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, I was playing this on the Switch. And I would actually be, see, that's why I'm saying the phase thing might not be too bad. I think it's also coming out to PC, maybe PS4, but I know for sure PC and Switch.
I believe it is also PS4.
And I think what's cool about this is if it does do the phase by phase thing, I think getting this on the Switch would be a very awesome idea, because it's much more simple and straightforward. So here's this guy playing. He has one, like, even though the characters are already there, he had one of the characters that wasn't available for me in, when you're first playing. He had them available, and that actually added to his repertoire of moves that he was able to use. Like I mentioned, multi-hit and whatnot. Here's his random event. This is the strategy meeting where they get to pretty much raise their experience. So, like, you have things that are there to shake up the game a little, and that's actually a really good thing. You might get some bad luck, right? But, the game wouldn't be interesting if it was rewarding you all the time. You gotta have some setbacks. So this game knows what it's doing. And here in this gameplay, we'll actually see perhaps a little more. We could see there's even a skills menu. I don't know. I can't remember if he used that. But he definitely had, he was definitely further along in the game than I was. I had to move away a little more earlier due to, oh, there we go. Yeah, see, multi-shot. I was like, whoa, what? Okay, I didn't know there was these options. The demo didn't, like, unless you play further into the demo, which I'm hoping they will release. Yeah, like, I don't know. They really need to do some serious advertising for this game. And I mean, I'm not talking like, yeah, they gotta pay up the butt. No, I'm just saying, like, all they need to do is take maybe just 5 minutes out of their time to just kind of stay relevant with this game, because I think it can go places. Any thoughts on this, Adam?
Yeah, I really think they should do that exactly, because it's just, they're so hard to find information about this. As someone who enjoyed Tail Concerto and Solitaire Robo, when I first heard about this, I was like, oh, cool, another game. It seems very different, but I'm very excited. And then ever since then, it's been impossible to find information on it.
Exactly.
Even if you type in the title of the game exactly, Fuga, Melodies of Steel, it's just, you don't get any information. There's nothing. It's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, just as a critique, I mean, had they been there, this is all if the creators of the game, see this video by any chance, just as a critique from me to you, someone who's actually at least had a slight hand in some game development and, what it means to advertise and whatnot, try to be there for these conventions and get some feedback, because I think
like
if you had the feedback, you'd realize, hey, I think people want to hear more about the game, hear more about the development process. as annoying as it could be to maybe also have stupid people breathing down your necks about, oh, the game shouldn't be this way. You just ignore that and focus on the actual critiques that will help you move forward, because you could compare that to people who've had successes, not in terms of how their games are designed, but just their design philosophy, and compare that to your own, and see if, like, hey, are you going in the right direction with what you're doing?
And as someone, because I've had to do this before as well, remember, where I had to show off a game that I worked on, and let people play it, get feedback, tell, and it's interesting and it's fun to hear this sort of stuff, and it makes it so much more interesting than just leaving the TV there and walking away, basically.
Yeah. I know
I'm
what
sure they
failure
know this
feels like.
because I'm sure they know this, but like, it's just weird that they're not doing that. Yeah, but it seems cool, and I'm very, very excited for it. Go, Metal Slug Tank, go!
Once again, also, I actually just wanted to say, like, love the art for this game. It's absolutely, I think just even putting pictures of all this stuff out there would grab people's attention. The art in here is damn good, and you gotta upsell that, because this is eye candy. I don't know how else to put it, or eye candy for me. I've been surrounded by a lot of artists in my life, and I've learned to kind of know when I see something that has a lot of heart to it. Otherwise, yeah, I hope everyone watching enjoyed this video, got to see a little more of what this game is about, being inspired off the French side of the World War II, apparently. And yeah, I don't know what else to expect from this game yet. I do hope there will be more to this game. It's coming out in 2020. I'm not sure how far they've really gone. Maybe this demo is maybe from something they've done a year back. I don't know, but
it's very hard when there's so little information on this game in the first place.
Otherwise, I hope all of you have a good day.